Hey everyone, and welcome back to Woo Woo Wednesday, where I share my intuitive insight and weekly wisdom with you through the use of oracle cards. I'm Brittney Carmichael, the founder of Shine School, the Shine from the Inside Oracle, where I empower women to break free from the fear that stops them from shining their light. I'm so excited to be back with you this week to bring a message of release, relax, and renewal. Hello, Mercury retrograde, along with loads of other planets in retrograde. This is a beautiful time because we're at the changing of the season. We've got the fall equinox here in the Northern Hemisphere coming up in almost a week, just a little over a week. So we'll be changing seasons, which will be shifting from all the seeds that we planted at the beginning of the year. We're now winding down that energy. As you've probably noticed, it's getting a little bit darker earlier, which has made me go to bed at 9 o'clock last night, which I don't even know what is happening. But with that, it comes a reminder that things are shifting into a slower paced season where you're opening up to receive all of the beautiful hard work that you've put in this year, all the blessings that are coming from that. You might have already seen some of the effects of that. So give yourself permission to slow down over the next 3 weeks, to give yourself that grace when you're communicating, to give yourself permission to try again and not beat yourself up so much. So this is a good period for reviewing and making sure that you're always in alignment with how you want to be acting, who you want to be surrounding yourself with, and what you want to be doing, what energy you want to commit to. So if you're here, take a moment to say hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. Where are you watching from? Is this your first time? And are you already feeling the effects of change? Whether that be in your relationships or your business, this is really, in Virgo season, is a time to get grounded and practical. So you're probably going through some fall cleaning. I know we have spring cleaning, but there's also clearing away all that no longer serves and things that have outgrown themselves. So for me, I've been clearing out my closet. I've been cleaning up digitally. I'm switching over to a new computer. So that's given me a total fresh start and it feels so good. Tamlin says, I definitely need to see some slowing down. All right, make sure, here's your promise today before we dive into the reading. Promise that you will commit to blocking off your schedule for free time. Literally an hour or 2 hours somewhere, hopefully each week. But for the rest of September, you've got 2 more weeks left. Give yourself at least two hour time blocks of doing nothing. Nothing. It could be in the morning, it could be in the afternoon, whatever it is, whenever it is, make sure you schedule 2 hours of free time for yourself. Okay, so before we dive into the Shine from the Inside Oracle message, I wanted to share my personal affirmation that I picked for myself this morning. I am really fond of the Lemurian culture, the star people, if you've ever heard of them, and I have this Lemurian deck, and I pulled this card today, and I want to share it with you. Okay, so here's the card. It's so beautiful, all the artwork. All right, the infinite is what this card is. It says, as Lemurians were only partially incarnated, their bodies were much lighter, less physically actualized, and less affected by aging. They were also aware of their infinite nature. This card of rebirth can appear after challenges that have required a level of surrender. Anyone surrendering trust in faith right now? You have arrived at a beginning. Revel in your newfound inner freedom. Blockages have fallen away and there are opportunities to step into. Stretch your wings and arise like a phoenix. Born anew, ready for a new cycle of growth. Celebrate. Honor the road that brought you here and prepare to take flight with the tools that you have gathered through your elevation process. Doesn't that feel good to know that you're at a chapter of ending? One thing is closing, but it's also a new beginning. So as things close, there's always a sense of grief when you release the things that are no longer serving you. And it may have been something that you've loved for a very long time, or it supported you for a very long time. So of course, with all changes, there's a sense of grief when that release happens, but give yourself that space and grace to just process. If you need to cry, it's okay. If you want to yell, yell. If you just need to go take a walk or just take a bath, you know, whatever you need to kind of give yourself that physical ritual that symbolizes, I'm closing this chapter and I'm ready to step into the new. So what self-care practice are you gonna do to commence to honor this part of your journey where one chapter is closing and one new cycle is beginning? Okay, with that, I'm gonna pull some cards from the Shine from Okay. 3 cards just came up. I don't even need to bother with that. So 3 cards decided to show up today on Woo Woo Wednesday for this weekly self-love message. So if you're ready to dive into the magic that is already just exploding over here, hit some likes, let me know, are you ready for this? And invite any soul sisters you know who need this message. Okay, Monica says, yes, trust in the universe and new things coming released my shadow program today. I am so proud of you, Monica. I saw that you're bringing in new hairstylists to learn all of your wisdom and be in your magic, and I am so excited for you. It is amazing to see all of my friends and past students launch their dreams and programs and really step into the teacher and the leader and the light worker that they are meant to be. Which, before I dive into these cards, I feel like brings up a perfect time. Monica, thank you so much for that. To celebrate the success, I tell you what, there's nothing better than doing something with a group of people who support you and believe in you. And Monica has been a part of that support system in the group. She's also a Shine Schooler, and she's inside the Elevated Life Club, where we talked all about breaking the chains of habits. So I find that to be so symbolic. We broke past all the bullshit that's been holding us back yesterday in the deep meditations, and today you are stepping out anew in the infinite, a new version of yourself. And I know that there's no better way to do it than with people who believe in you and who are also vibing super high. So I'm in a season of total magic making, creativity, rebirth. I'm sure if you've been paying attention to my weekly newsletter, you've seen some of the changes in just the way that it feels, the essence, even the fonts and colors. My website has had a total rebirth. So on this theme of rebirth, I am going through and pouring my creativity into some really bomb-ass projects, including creating a new course called Shift on how to navigate the changes of up-leveling. So it seems to be like perfectly timed. And with that, I felt called to open up my Manifest Your Dreams Mastermind for the fall. This is a sacred container for only 8 women that are ready to invest in their dreams and have the accountability that they need to bring their dreams forward, to go after those big goals, because I know that fear and procrastination are the first thing that stop people on their journey of, hey, I had this inspired idea and I'm really pumped about it and my passion is lit up, and now I'm afraid that I'm gonna fail and I don't know what my next step is, and what are people gonna think? Are they gonna think I'm crazy? And I see this time and time again when I'm coaching. So normally I only open up this Manifest Your Dreams Mastermind for the women that join my goddess retreat, because we're in the mountains making some serious magic, healing some crazy trauma, overcoming some big fears together, and that creates a bond that is unbreakable. But I felt, since we're not doing a fall retreat this year, I thought, you know, I really miss that community, that sense of, hey, where's that check-in, that accountability? I need that partner to be like, hey girl, hey, did you finish, and did you launch that event, and did you launch that mastermind? Did you start your coaching program? You know, I miss that kind of deep support and accountability. So I decided I'm gonna open my mastermind again. And this is a 3-month sacred container for 8 women to really get committed and focused, to use the last 3 months of the year. Can you believe it? I thought, oh, perfect timing. If we start in October, then we'll have 3 months to just finish out the year and finish strong, so that when 2023 rolls around, we're not like, shit, I didn't do that thing again. I really wished I would. And this is me talking because I've had this course on my list since 2020, and you know, we're doing some retreats and going to some funerals, so we just had to shift with life. But now Shift is ready to be born, and I want to do it with you. So I want to bring you into this vortex of magic making and invite you to be one of the 8 women in my Manifest Your Dreams Mastermind. So if that has been something, if you're someone who's been stuck, been struggling, tired of not having the accountability to really show up and commit, if you're looking for that momentum and that container to help fucking, I hate this word, but quantum leap you to the next level, then this is it. So if you're interested, DM me, just say mastermind, whatever, I will find you and get those details to you. Or you can go to brittneycarmichael.com/mastermind. Okay. I won't share all the details here on Woo Woo Wednesday, but if you're interested, let me know and I'll share more about how you can get a one-on-one coaching call with me, how you can get access to Shine School and a year worth of the Elevated Life when you sign up by this weekend. All right, mastermind. Had to get it out there. Thanks for bringing that up, Monica. I love supporting and cheering people on. That's the first thing we do on all of our calls. What are you celebrating this week? And oh my God, the changes that happen are phenomenal when you're surrounded by people who really support you. Yes, your amazing support. Thank you so much. All right, let's dive in. Let's do this. If you're ready for the cards, hit some likes. Let's go. Nourish your body with high vibing energy. Okay, this is time. We are rebirthing and we are renewing. It is time to cleanse and detox mentally, physically, emotionally, and in your environment. You know, you are a makeup of the 5 closest people you keep. You've probably heard that, but you probably haven't considered that it extends into the environment that you're in. The energy of your own home, the food that you put in your body. If you're just pounding down caffeine in the beginning of the day and not actually using natural tools, yes, I get caffeine comes from a plant, but it's like bombard, you know, like versus using breath work or practicing yoga or just walking, running, working out, getting your endorphins going to create that energy rather than relying on something else outside of yourself. This is a time to get really clear on where you're getting your energy from. Is the food that you eat nourishing your body, or 30 minutes after you eat, are you feeling tired and drained and depleted? Your body is a quick indicator to tell you if you're in alignment with that energy that you're receiving or not. So this is a call to take inventory of what is your environment doing to you? What is your physical environment doing? Is it time to declutter? Is it time to get rid of some old stuff, to donate, get rid of some things? Or what about the food that you're putting in your body or the messages that you're listening to? I can definitely say that certain types of music put me in a certain mood. So you want to be mindful of what is going in through music, through food, through thoughts, through the people that you surround yourself with. So nourish your body with high vibing energy. It's time to raise your vibration. Gilly says, been clearing everything out of my house lately. Cleaning up. I love that. The time is here. It's time for that release so that we can make space for all the new that's coming in. Well, speaking of release self-doubt, let go of fear. This is such a powerful message to get out of your head and just get into action. Because when you start taking action towards your goals, you build the competence and that develops confidence. And then the self-doubt disappears. But for so many of us, we sit in our mind before we even get started doubting ourselves. I don't even know what I'm doing. What if I mess up? What if I'm a failure? What if they judge me? What if I judge me? All these questions of self-doubt and fear stop you from just taking that first step. And if you got out of the creative mode of coming up with all the doubts and you use that creative energy to focus on, well, if I'm creative and smart enough, I should probably be able to figure out what that next step would be. And maybe I don't know it. Maybe there's someone I could ask, or maybe I could Google it or YouTube it. Maybe there's a coach that could help me. If you stop using and wasting your energy and worry, you can actually take a step back to go, hey, you know what? Let's break this problem down into one baby small step at a time. So this message is to say we need to clear out all the negative thinking, all the negative energy that we're putting in our body, and stop talking trash to ourselves by saying, I don't know if I can do it, but I don't really know. I can't tell you, this week alone, I have sat across the screen from so many women that have full on given me a game plan to what it is they want to do in their life. I think I want to do this, and I want to leave my partner and just start a new job, and I want to be an angel Reiki healer and a coach, and I see vision, and I want to do this, and I kind of want to host retreats and but I don't know. Oh, you don't know? You don't know what you want to do? Can you go back and watch the last 30 seconds of you telling me with full clarity exactly what you want to do? And I bet you're probably like them, where you have this idea, you have this feeling, you're like, I kind of want to just try this thing or be a coach or try yoga or, I mean, there's so many things. I don't know. I can only speak for myself. You probably have this feeling inside man, wouldn't it be cool if I did this thing and changed my life? I don't know. That thing that the thing you're I don't knowing about is you're knowing, and you've got to trust it. So release that self-doubt, stop the fear, and just fucking go for it. Okay, let's see. I definitely did lots of cleaning, all my things, 6 bags of clothes that no longer fit me. Oh, that feels so good. I did the same thing. All those pants that don't fit me, get out of here. I don't want to see you anymore. That's not who I am. All right, last card. I love this card so much. Look for the signs and synchronicities. This is a reminder that you're not alone and there are signs everywhere guiding you along the way to remind you that you are exactly where you need to be at the exact right time. So for example, you probably know this, but my spirit, one of my spirit signs is a pink car. And when I see a pink car, I know I'm in the right place doing the right thing. And that's why this card has a little pink car on it, because I like to use outward symbols to remind me inward that I'm exactly where I need to be. So a lot of the times when people get confused, they say, well, I've been asking for signs and I haven't seen anything. What people think signs are, like big Vegas signs that are like, hey, strippers here, come give me your money, free drinks. That's not what spirit signs look like. Sometimes they do come in big billboards. For example, I have a friend who's very skeptical. He's one of Chris's friends, so he's male. And not that I don't have male friends, but I only have male friends that know Chris. So he's very skeptical of all this woo-woo world, but he's open to it. His mom is on the other side, so there's hope there for him. And he was wanting to propose to his fiance, well, his girlfriend, and he was so nervous, and they were on a vacation and he was waiting for the right place and the right time. And I told him, just ask for a sign. I know your mom will help. I know she'll be there to give you a sign. So ask for a sign. They get out of the car when they arrive in Colorado, and he opens the door for her and she gets out, and he looks right behind her and there's a big fucking billboard on the back wall and it says, just ask her already. So we did. So sometimes they do come in big billboards, but for the most part, it's up to you to decide what has meaning. And when you pick your spirit sign, for example, I picked the pink car. Now I want you to pick whatever it is you want, whether it's a penny or a rainbow or a feather or a blue truck or like a certain smell or like Marlboro cigarettes, like whatever that sign is for you. You get to set that, determine it, get clear and say, hey, this is the sign I want you to show me to prove, like to let me know I'm in the right place at the right time. That way there's no question. It's undeniable that that sign was meant for you. Oh, okay, let me see. I'm catching up with all the comments. Hello, just got home after testing positive for COVID. I am so sorry. Sparkle Magic, vitamin C, get it girl. Let's see, I let go of, where did this go? I let go of my ego and asked for help with my project. I love that so much, because here's the thing, when it comes to our free will, it's amazing and beautiful, but we have to ask for help if we want even more divine support, whether it be from people around us or from something higher than that brings these opportunities that are unexplainable and totally magical. What I find, and even this came up in a coaching call today, is that we can do all this work to manifest and call in and do all the things, but if we're not open to receive them, then they just show up and they're like, hey, I'm here, are you ready? And you're like, nope, I'm not worthy, I can't even take it. So we have to really take an inventory of, are we open to receive? So are you open to look for the signs? Are you looking for the beauty in all of life, or are you searching out the parts that suck? And whatever you choose to focus on is what you're gonna experience. So not saying that they're not both going on simultaneously, because they are, but it's how you choose to look at it. And when you see your spirit sign show up, when you get that song, when that song comes on that has that right message for you in the right moment, it's an undeniable feeling of just total like, okay, everything's all right. Shit may be fucked up, but I know that I'm not alone, and I'm here, I'm on the right path. So this week is so important for you to clear up your energy, whether it's negative thoughts or crappy food, processed food that you're putting in your body, to release the self-doubt, to get clear on the fact that you are amazing, that you are here for something amazing. You are here to change the world. Like, if you weren't here, you wouldn't be here. If you weren't here, you wouldn't be here. If you weren't here, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't have the words for it. You're here for a reason. You wouldn't be alive, breathing, listening to this crazy message right now if you weren't meant for something freaking divine, okay? So let go of the fear, and then look for the signs and synchronicities. We let go of the fear by trusting and surrendering, which came up through our first affirmation. We have to surrender in faith. Surrender in faith, and that faith is in yourself. It is coming to you. You trust that you're available and ready. Whew. All right, where are we at? I'm just catching up. Feathers always is my sign. My signs are evil eyes, feathers, and octopi. All right, what are your signs? I want to know, what are some of your spirit signs? Leave that in the comments below. I needed that. Miss Katie, I just love you so much. It's been so fun working with you and getting to know you. I found out that I'm a Sigma Gamma female. I feel like that's a sorority and I don't really know that much about it. So you'll have to explain, Rebecca. I am also a pink card. This week I've seen 888 everywhere. I had a client come in telling me that she's been seeing 777 everywhere, and that's the address to my salon, which is pretty crazy. And when I left that meeting with her, 2 cars back to back, 777. I'm like, yes, I love the magic when it happens like that. Okay, so what is your spirit sign? What is that thing when it shows up, or a song comes on, or a feeling, or a fragrance, or like eating like German chocolate cake? Like, what is that thing for you where you're just like, my grandma's with me, I know I'm not alone, everything's fine in the world? How many squats today, Britt? Always seeing feathers, bright colors. Well, in my workout, I did 3 sets of 15 squats. I did squats while I did 2 minutes of brushing my teeth. And if you guys are like, what the hell, squats? What are you talking about? Leanne is referring to yesterday's live masterclass in the Elevated Life Club on habits. And one of the tips that we had for habits is stacking them. If you want to create habits that last, you have to add them to something else you're already doing naturally. So brushing my teeth, hello, I hope we're all doing it at least 2 times a day. So for me, I stacked a habit on top of brushing my teeth of doing squats. So I have a 2-minute timer on my toothbrush, I'm doing my squats, brushing my teeth, boom. How many squats do you think I bust out every year doing 4 minutes at least of squats, brushing my teeth? It's gonna be good. Work, you know, gotta stack those habits. Feathers, goldfinch, and red tail hawks. I love that. Some people see cinnamon numbers. Oh my Lord. Oh my gosh, cinnamon numbers, that's a good one. Some people see angel numbers. Monica says hummingbirds, fireflies, and cinnamon. 888, 222, 555. I see all the numbers. 333, oh, I love it. Let me see. Yellow butterflies is one for me. Yellow roses are one for my grandma. That and ladybugs. So there's signs for so many different things, and that's the cool thing about developing your intuition, is that you build a vocabulary with your soul on what has meaning for you. Because pink cars mean the world to me, and you might drive by one and be like, that's dumb. So it's about what you apply meaning to. Words are only applied meaning and why they matter. Do you guys understand, or am I going too deep? I don't brush my teeth every day. Melody girl, we need to have a conversation. Or from a distance. I was brushing my teeth this morning and having a giggle. Stop giggling and do the squats, girlfriend. Get on the train. It's fucking brush your teeth and do squats. Okay, this has been so much fun. Earlier, I announced my Manifest Your Dreams Mastermind. So if you've been looking for a community of powerhouse boss goddesses who will hold you accountable for going after your dreams, then join me inside the Manifest Your Dreams Mastermind. We will start October 4th, and it is 90 days of magic making with me and other babes who will lift you up and cheer you on to break free of that fear that stops you from procrastinating, going after those wild and crazy dreams. Oh my gosh, this has been so much fun. I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you know someone who would love this message, please tag them, share them, comment below, and let me know what card resonated with you the most this week. Until then, I will catch you guys next week for Woo Wednesday, and soon Chris and I will be working on the 3rd season of the Elevated Life podcast. So if you're an avid listener and you've been waiting for that day, it is coming. The beginning of October, we'll be launching a new season. So I want to know, are there any topics you'd like to hear from us on the podcast? We'd be happy to dive into them and share our wisdom. So until then, go check out the rest of the podcast, catch up on any episodes you've missed, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks. Peace.